You see those commercials?
Good to go.
Yep.
Give it a few minutes for people to
Oh yeah.
catch on in. All sorts of good times and entertainment.
Yeah. So was it pretty busy on your drive over?
You know, it wasn't so bad on the drive over. It was more along the lines of picking up the boys after school. It gets a little crazy doing that.
Yeah, I have to drive all the way from over by Flying J over to here, and I take Minnesota most of the way. Yeah, or not Minnesota. Whatever goes right next to O'Gorman.
No, I think I know the road you're talking about. I don't envy you because that road by O'Gorman can be crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I usually turn right onto 33rd to go by Augie because straight shot there, and then take the back road over here just behind Rainbow and less traffic.
Fair enough.
Looks like we got a couple, so even Chad. So all right, I guess that means we'll start our show. Welcome to Rainbow Presents Wednesday Night Lights.
Yay!
Woo! First, we're going to change it up a little bit because we have no sports cards to talk about this week. Pretty slow week.
No expensive cardboard.
Yeah, no expensive cardboard, yes.
Well, we do have expensive cardboard, just not the sports expensive cardboard. We'll get there.
Yep. So we'll change up a little bit and we'll talk about everybody's favorite Funkos.
Funkos!
Woohoo!
We are going to start off small.
We're going to switch the camera here so Patrick can show on our...
We have a whole bunch of Bitty Pops coming in for those Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I know it's still popular. I know, especially with the youngins. Graduation stocking stuffers, whatever you want to call them. We got these little itty bitty Funko Pops, these miniatures. 4 different sets actually.
And the good thing about these Bitty Pops is the fact that they don't take as much room as the regular pop figures. So.
Exactly. You can sneeze and knock them off your shelf. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're interested in those, we have those for sale and up now. We've got a restock and a bunch of the Harley Quinn stuff. So we've got that one going on currently. And a whole bunch of other characters, including Harley herself, Dr. Psycho. We've got some of Poison Ivy in. We showed her off last week. So definitely, if you're a fan of that show or those characters, come on in and stop by. Got some Deadpool product back in. Rocker Deadpool. Check that out. It's getting ready to go in the Upside Down, it looks like, and face some Stranger Things, because that's a crossover I want to see.
Right.
Deadpool dealing with the Stranger Things. That would be fun. I'm all for that. He'd be best friends with with the curly-haired one. I can't remember his name. I got nothing.
I haven't seen a lot of that show. So.
You're missing out. Yeah. It's good stuff.
I've seen a lot of clips from it, and it's just awesome from what I've seen of that. And Blair says the sarcasm Patrick brings to the table is unmatched.
I'm not Patrick. I have no idea who you're talking about. I'm Dark Timeline Sam. And then this one is for those Indiana Jones fans. We may have to go for the big one on this because it's not going to fit.
That's right.
It's that big. Look at that bad boy.
Woohoo!
We're talking the boulder, the whole 9 yards, Indy running away. If you turn it to where Indy's running away, you see him carrying the idol. It's fantastic. I'm going to show the back of the box here underneath the camera. Hopefully, maybe switch back. Right there, he's carrying the idol. Look at that. That is awesome. This is so big, it would work as a bookend. And it is a lovely piece for a Funko. Granted, you would have to take it out of the box. I know for some people that's scary, but it's a pretty one.
Now I'm wondering, have you ever seen if they've done the one where Indiana Jones is in the sword fight with the one guy? If they've ever done a scene like that, or is that the only big scene so far?
But if they have that one, I would have it on my shelf right now. If I see that one, I will buy it because that would be amazing.
Right.
I'll let you show off some of yours before I get to the crossover one.
All right. First, we'll start off with some Pokemon. We got some Grookey, some Wooloo, and Luxray. Those of you that love the starter Pokemon with Grookey or Grookey,
type.
And then Wooloo, and Luxray, those others, just for your every Pokemon specialist needs. And to also talk about some Marvel, just like Patrick did, we got from the not brand new show, but new to some people, Echo. You got Kingpin with his eye, and then Echo with her actually pretty awesome costume.
That Kingpin is kind of dope, and the stuff I've been seeing for Daredevil Born Again just makes me even more excited. I am so looking forward to that dropping.
Right.
And last but not least, we do have some Stranger Things as we were talking about. We have the House of Vecna with Vecna with Creo House, which is very much Freddy Krueger inspired, in my opinion. Just a lovely piece, absolutely. And speaking of Vecna, for you D&D fans, last week we had Vecna Eye of Ruin drop, the new adventure path from Dungeons and Dragons, right there. And we have the special edition one as well with the glowing reflective top. It is so pretty. It's almost an art piece in and of itself. I absolutely love it. So nice, so fun. So if you have someone who plays D&D, if you play D&D yourself, these are available. They are fun. They're good. Pick them up, run with them, do what you want. Just don't run with scissors. That's dangerous.
Right. Yes. And around a pool either. So.
Oh yeah. No running by poolside. Horseplay is bad. Sea horseplay, that's fine. It's in the water.
So what else we got for?
Oh, for D&D, we also have a new Icons of the Realm piece. It is a time dragon. I don't think that one's going to fit. We'll flip her back up top. Time dragon. So it's a giant looking dragon, something straight out of Monster Hunters. Hand on the hourglass. Looks regal and proud. It would not be something I would want to come up against in my campaigns. But then again, it's always fun to have a TPK every now and again, and that's what this looks like, just walking in. So if you're interested, we have that one. Again, can be used for playing the game. Just looks cool on a shelf. If you're into that kind of thing, they are fantastic. We have it available. And speaking of cool things we have available, look at this guy hanging around right in front here. Omega Red, one of the Marvel Gallery dioramas. Recently featured in the Krakoa storyline. Omega Red with the tendrils coming out, just looking regal and dangerous as heck. I've always loved the character, loved the lore behind him. Just a beautiful piece.
Yeah. So now that we're done with Funkos and D&D, I guess we'll turn our sides over to new stuff that's non-sports card related. Stuff that's coming out on Friday. We're going to point out what's coming out new, which is Lorcana's Ursula's Return. Sorry. This happens to be one of the special boxes. Doesn't say. If you look at the back here, we got a whole bunch of special things that come in it with some die, a power counter, and all these nice little dividers. And it comes with 3 packs. So that's cool.
We've also got some deck boxes coming in for Lorcana as well. Looks like we've got in the first run out, it looks like it is Snow White and the Genie.
Awesome.
Looking cool as cool can be. And it looks like it's flippable because, well, no, that's her dress. I thought it was kind of funky that green dress was underneath for Snow White, but I guess I haven't played Lorcana yet myself, so I don't know all the lore behind it.
Right. And to go along with those boxes, you can get sleeves for your Lorcana cards that actually would match the box. Or if you want to mix and match, get the Genie sleeves with the Snow White box and vice versa. When it comes to those, Amanda tricked us. There is some sports. Whatever.
Yay,
Back to that in a little bit. So yeah, and then all this stuff's going to be available on Friday. Now we get some starter decks here.
Ooh, starter decks are always good.
Oh yes, those of you that are huge fans of either Frozen, Hercules, or Encanto.
We don't talk about Bruno though.
Yes, even though he's on the cover.
Yes.
With those green, tantalizing eyes. Yeah. For those of you that actually do collect these, you can see that with Encanto starter box, you have Amethyst and Amber, so yellow and purple for your starter. And for the Hercules and Frozen, you have Sapphire and Steel, which those are understandable as well. Blue with Frozen and the Steel with Hercules. So
Hercules. Wait, that's a different movie.
Then we have a for the same thing, it's a special box for it's called Illuminer's Quest Deep Trouble. And yeah, those three questers are actually looking like they're in deep trouble with Ursula right there. Ooh. What do you think, Patrick?
I've always thought it was the eels. The eels are more scary than Ursula is to me.
Oh, true. Oh yeah, the eels right on the sides. And then to show off, we also have single packs for Ursula's Return, which that's what the packs look like. For those of you that want to plan on which ones you're going to get. And that's it for Lorcana. So, like I said, those come out on Friday, or as what I like to say, Friday. Next, we got, what's that, Patrick? Looks like
Dragon Ball Z Super Card Game Fusion World Awakened Pulse Series. So we've got these in boxes and in packs. I believe they are currently released. So yes. If you are into that trading game, just like the art, or just a Dragon Ball Z fan, just need something to get the kids to be quiet for 5 minutes and rip open, we've got these here available for you.
Mm-hmm. And then also available currently, we have My Little Pony Scholarly Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Woohoo! You know, speaking of shenanigans, it always brings me back to that scene in Super Troopers where...
What's that restaurant with all the stuff on the wall and has the mozzarella sticks?
Yep.
Shenanigans.
Oh. Those of you that don't, or that do know that reference,
Thank
awesome.
You.
Yes.
Those of you don't, we're a little older than you.
Yep.
For shame.
And another for shame, we did actually have a couple things for sports cards to talk about. 2022-2023 Hockey Ultimate Collection from Upper Deck. This one has 4 cards per box.
One pack per box.
Yep. Or yeah, 4 cards per pack, 1 pack per box. Doesn't say on here if it guarantees any autographs, but I'm sure there'll probably be some kind of special card in there. And then along with what we talked about last week with the Skybox Metal Universe, we actually have the blaster boxes.
So, and again, don't get your hopes up. You're not going to find Lemmy in there. You're not going to find Alice Cooper. We're not talking that kind of metal.
Right.
Alas and alack.
Is Meatloaf metal?
Meatloaf would be metal.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll give him the pass.
Well, anyway, that actually is all of the stuff we were showing off this week. So thank you guys for tuning in. Me and Patrick got to get back to doing our stuff.
Dark Timeline Sam.
Yeah, Dark Timeline Sam, sorry. So you guys have a good night, and we'll sign off with our normal Shohei,
I think.